This is Varabaenor, Part 2. Greetings. Welcome back to my Minecraft series. As promised, we shall continue today with a showcase of what we already can find in my world. This episode, we'll look at the villages of Orefield, Swineford, and we'll finally stop at my most recent project, the Goldstream Valley. After having seen elsewhere at Orefield, you will notice that my building has somewhat improved since I started this world. But before we start, let me explain a little curiosity to you that is related to the places we visited last time. You may have noticed a commonality in the names of last episode's settlements, Elsbury and Orefield, as well as for settlements that are still in the planning stage like Elskrynne and El Calamande. All of these and many more start with the prefix El, or some variant of it. How come? You see, a couple of thousand years ago, the elves of the Ardria were the dominant power on the continent Varabaenor. You can still to this day find many cultural influences in many places, so too with the naming of towns and cities. El is a Nondahin word, and it means light, bright, or shine. Being that inhabited places of certain wealth were like islands of light during the dark night, but also on a figurative level, enlightened civilization versus the dark ages that non-settled people found themselves in, we can quickly realize why settlements would have these prefixes. In that way, Orefield is literally bright field, or Elskrynne, light on the river, or Elsbury, light on the coast, and so on. We shall learn more about that at another point in time. For now, let's head to Orefield. Okay, and at last we finally come to the thing that I already spoiled a little bit in the last video, the big tower in the lake. You see my horse took a little damage there. I was stupid and fell. Anyways, we're just a couple hundred blocks away from Orefield, and what you can see loading in there is the Wizard's Tower. There is not really much lore about this place so far. The main purpose of this tower, as for now, is to hide a very ugly creeper farm inside. This bridge you can see here with its nice arches was a headache to build, basically because of the angle that it goes. It doesn't go, straight north or west or south or whatever. There's this angle to it. This made it, especially with the arches, really, really hard to build. But yeah, I'm kind of proud of it, and it looks pretty nice. We can approach it, but as I said, there isn't very much to it at all at the moment. And I hope my horse won't fall off the bridge. Let's see. Stay. Don't walk over the edge. There isn't much. We have a little bit of storage here in the basement. And I think this is also where we get our gunpowder from. Yeah. Here, a creeper dying. Little boogers, serves them right. And I'm working here a lot with amethyst. Of course, it looks very magical. The tower itself doesn't really have much of an interior. We can just head up really quick, which is very inconvenient, Imagine being a wizard and having to climb this ladder anytime you want to get into your own tower, your own home. Yeah, the interior is a little bare bones for the moment. We have somewhat of a staircase leading up here, and a little bit, wrong direction. And a little bit more of a staircase leading up here. But there isn't really very much going on. We have a tree inside, which is nice. But yeah, this is where the wizard would live, and up there is another portal. One that actually goes to the top of the nether roof. Oh, I think it's getting night. Let's quickly sleep. or something spawns where it isn't supposed to be spawning. Yeah, apart from that, you know, it's nothing special as of yet. Come back eventually and, you know, make something pretty out of this interior and invent a little bit of lore to this place. But this can wait for now. Because as I said, you know, the main purpose of this tower is basically to hide a creeper farm. And while I, you know, very rarely use an elytra, my brother uses this farm all of the time. Of course, oh, I thought my good steed had gone off the bridge. But no, everything's fine. Good boy. Okay, so now we're leaving this behind us. We can already see Orefield Castle in the background there. You see there's a little bit of red wool going on. I'll explain what's the matter with this shortly. But now let's quickly just get to this settlement here. One thing that's really amazing about this place is the biome. I just shake my map here. Like, we have this big grove swamp here with this very nice clearing here, and there used to be a village here, like a automatically generated one that I rebuilt basically. I tore down all of the buildings and rebuilt a new settlement in its place because I just thought, you know, that would be a really nice place to live in, and turns out it actually kind of is. Banners, by the way, are the current reigning queen's banners. More on that later. This is the smelting house. I do not really have much of an auto smelter in this world. This is the closest thing that comes to it, with 32 furnaces. So it is kind of fast if you need, you know, lots of copper or glass smelted in here. And you can put your fuel in here, your input in here. It's completely designed by myself. So it's not super reliable and breaks. I had this problem where sometimes it would put coal in the upper slots. I think I fixed that, but now you have to like put in coal first, then let the mine carts here carts that distribute all of the things. You have to make the minecarts distribute all the fuel first, and then put in the input. It's a little bit of a hassle. It's still okay, works. Maybe if I need a bigger one at some point, I'll get a bigger one. It's not necessary right now. Okay, let's get back into Orefield proper. The horse stable is here, very nice, very simple, not much to see at the moment. We've already made contact with this building here in the first video. This is the Orefield Inn, the last building that I built in this place. It's still very bare bones. There aren't even tables in between. I have to change that at some point. And even if you go up here, you'll see that this is the room that we slept in. Nothing in here. There isn't much going on in any of the other rooms either. Funny story, this building actually, you know, you can see it's completely made out of wood. It it once burned down like completely because I was stupid and didn't build my fireplace properly. There was somewhere there was wood too close, and eventually the entire building caught fire, and I was very annoyed with myself. But you know, you learn. Maybe I did learn something out of that, you know, like don't use open fire or build properly, you know. Otherwise, there is a couple of buildings here that mostly house villager to trade with. Here are a couple of Fletchers that I use to trade emeralds. with another Fletcher. There is somewhere a mending villager here, and also some enchanted books like this one, I think. Looting and Sweeping Edge, yeah, exactly. So it's pretty nice. These buildings. Oh, do they sell in here? Where's the entrance door? There it is. Fortune and Silk Touch. Okay, nice, nice. We have a storage building here. It's completely unautomated. You know, storage is one of my biggest enemies. I just am really not orderly with that type of stuff. I haven't even, you know, put all the barrels in here, so that's annoying. But yeah, it's nice, I think. Reasonably well organized. It's okay. Now, for this big thing here, that's Orefield Castle. And I built it to also hide something, which is my iron farm. And this is why there is red wool, because I actually want this to be some kind of castle in the end. You know, I want to make it like it's actually like a castle also on the inside. This is really hard because you don't want, you know, create spawning spaces for iron golems, apart from the ones that are already there in these 4 quadrants there. And therefore I marked out with red wool where iron golems could spawn, and I'm trying to build around that and like make sure that no iron golems spawn anywhere else. Oh, there's shulker boxes in here. Nice. Okay. Yeah, you can get to almost the top here. Yeah. You can't get up there yet. To be honest, I've been lacking the vision for that. I should probably pop that into a creative world and play around a little bit with it. Of course, I've been building and building and building, but I wasn't really able to like, envision how this is supposed to look like in the end. So that's why it's mostly unfinished as for now. What else? We do have a lamp maker. My brother has the very bad habit of, you know, killing those patrols, those pillager patrols, and not drinking milk. So that's the reason why there were a couple of raids in this village, and this lamp maker you can actually... Okay, hello? Yeah, there used to be villagers in here who sold, you know, lanterns, which I need a lot of, as you can see. But they seem sombered. Okay. But they seem to have all died. A windmill here. A place over there, the building with the red roof, is supposed to be a winery at some point. And one of the most important things in this village is this building here. Nothing inside, as usual. But if we go down here, you'll see that we have a couple of goodies down in the mines. Number one is actually a double skeleton spawner, so that's just perfect, you know, if you want bones. I love building with bone blocks. That's perfect for that. And if we go down even a little bit further, this just goes down to diamond level. If we go down this way, there is a double spider spawner here. Let's see. One of them is here, there. The other one is here, and they're in reach of each other. So if I just stand here, I'll eventually get spiders of both into place here, which is amazing. So string, we are covered. Bones, we are covered. Spider eyes, we are covered indeed. Yeah, that's like the most important part about Orefield. I'll catch you up when I'm back outside again. Okay, we're back outside again. I just left building with a double skeleton and spider spawners. And this is actually it. We have, oh, I already talked about the windmill. I love making windmills with like um, curved blades. I think they look really nice. You see the um, windmills in the Goldstream Valley are a little different. Over there, you see what is my tree farm, designed by INXO4. Working wonders. Thank you so much. He's a genius. Go check out his channel because he's really a genius. Let's just quickly pop down a bed here and see what else there is to say about Orefield. And I feel there is not very much. One thing that I want to do eventually is to expand this village a little bit more towards this direction here. I already made a couple of preparations for that, so that we can have a couple of houses and Enderman, a couple of houses and whatever up here on these cliffs, you know, looking out down onto that little pond over there. We can see Orefield Castle, big chunk of the fields. I think that would be really nice. Yeah, we'll see how that is going to go. But yeah, you get a view of Orefield again here, and that's basically it. Not much to say, not much being built here at the moment. But I plan to return to that eventually because, you know, out of all the projects in my world, this is actually the closest to being finished. This is actually the closest to being finished. Yeah, I plan to expand out towards the fields a little bit on this side here. And, you know, as I said, the cliff face buildings over there. And then finish up Orefield Castle. And once that's done, we have a finished settlement. Yeah, that's that. Oh, a cat. Roof. Nice. Okay, let's go back to our horse, and I'll catch you later once we arrive in Swineford. See you then. Okay, there in the distance, we can already see smoke rising from some chimney tops. Let's quickly traverse this river and make our way to Swineford. Swineford is, I would say, the least developed place in my world. Oh, maybe on par with Elsewhere. There are like 2 buildings finished. Okay, 4, 5, 6 with the stables. Never mind. No, actually, you know what? Put you into the stables. Hello, doggy. Swineford. This is the place where I actually started, you know, putting a little bit more thought into building houses. As you can see with this one, I'm actually pretty proud of this one. I really like it. And it has a full interior. It's not, you know, super, you know, thought out, but we have, you know, bookshelves. We have an oven here. We have something like a kitchen area or whatever. Potted plants. Perfect. We have a actually very nice living quarter. As someone who loves to read, I would love to just sit down on this couch and read a book or 2 or 3. The bedroom here upstairs. Don't really like this white in the beds, but that's pretty nice as well. Maybe I should put something here, maybe a carpet, something, I don't know. But I really like it. And you even have like a side building. I don't know yet, for storage. Still not, you know, fully furnished, but I really like it so far. So one of the buildings here in Swineford actually has a pretty nice interior. And if we look into the other buildings, some of them are, no, well, not this one. This one is not furnished at all. But I think this one over here has also a very nice interior. Trapdoors, I see. I remember. Okay. Um, yeah, just... Ooh, and with a balcony, yeah, I remember, of course. That's very nice. Um, yeah, I think it would be nice to live in, this kind of a little house. Um, maybe if we get some a glass that fits these windows here, that would be perfect. You have a very nice view on the river here, on the sandstone road. On this side, you don't get much of a view at all. But that doesn't matter, because the inside is very nice, and on one side you actually do get a... you can go out, look into that village of Swineford. Yeah, so I like that. Let me know if you like that. Um, uh, yeah, this is the... let's not talk about that. They'll get their houses eventually. I'm sorry for burying them in this hole in the ground. Yeah, and these are just, some traders. If I ever have, crops that I want to get rid of in exchange for a couple of emeralds. Yeah, Swineford. Yeah, as you can see, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buildings even completed. I also tried for the first time, like, making houses that are not straight. Don't look particularly good. Just look at this here. This just looks horrible, doesn't it? I will have to read up on how to do proper interiors and proper, diagonal houses at some point. Yeah, that's that. Wineford, not very exciting at the moment. But as I said, I'll come back here eventually as well. Yeah. As already mentioned last time, this road goes to my brother's place, but we won't go there today. Now what we're going to do is go towards our last destination for today's video. And this one is going to be a little bit longer and a little bit more exciting, I guess. Okay, and now we're slowly approaching the settlement on the Goldstream Valley. This building over there you can see already from afar, and a couple of others. Can we see something behind it already? No, not yet. Okay. But before that, we'll make a very quick detour via Beesfield, which is where I originally wanted to put the settlement in this area. But I relatively quickly got kind of bored by working on this one. Probably also because I wasn't really feeling it. I was lacking a little bit the vision for it. Like, this is one of the houses that I designed for this place. I'm not really happy with that. We'll see if something ever gets of that. But one thing that's worthy of note is the big bee hall, which is my manual bee farm. Can I enter without bees leaving? Yes, okay. Just, a ton of beehives, all collected in the flower forest that used to be over there. Yeah, if I ever need a ton of honey or wax, I'll just come here and get it. Okay. That's Beesfield. Nothing too exciting. Has a stables, but that's basically it. So, one point about this windmill, which exists 4 times so far, this is not my own design. The only thing that I added was this lightning rod up there to prevent things from burning down. This actually is designed by Nuvola MC. I think, yeah, link to his channel in the description. What he does is he makes videos on very nice, mostly very simple farms, automatic ones or, manual ones, and hides them in, neat little buildings. And This is his design for a villager wheat farm or something like that. And I just really liked this windmill, and I liked it so much that I just, built it and copied it in here a couple of times with Litematica. Yeah, I really like it. But, as I said, credit goes to him for that. That's not my design. Here we come now to the Goldstream Valley. Originally, I just wanted to have this, big field on the banks of this river, and a couple of farming houses dotted around. But I really fell in love with this region so much that I just, built more and more and more, and things kind of got a little bit out of hand. Okay. Let's see. So this is the stables building. This is the place where I do my horse breeding. We have here a little contraption that is also not my design. Oh shoot, I should... I don't know whose that is from the top of my head, but I will link her channel in the description as well, or her video on that. Basically how it works is you run with your horse through this line here, and this activates this redstone, which then allows this hopper minecart to pull sticks out of this double chest here. And no, other way around, and you get through that one, which activates this redstone line, and then the hopper minecarts can't pick up anymore. And depending on how many sticks the hopper minecart, manages to draw out of the chest, you'll see how fast your horse is. And I used this to breed horses to an extent where I now have, a horse that is really fast. I don't think I've reached the limit quite yet, but I'm very close to it. So there's the stables building with a lot of horses around, even a little skeleton horse. Nice. Not mine. My brother found it somewhere and he just gave it to me in exchange for killing my original horse. We also have camels here that I moved a couple of thousand blocks from some desert to this place via the nether ceiling. It's quite a task. Yeah. We have a blacksmith here. Not too much. It also has, it doesn't even have a floor yet, so no interior whatsoever. I think you kind of get it now that I'm really lazy with interiors. But this is my own design, and it's the Toolsmith's Guild. Underneath this area, I'm digging out, a dwarvish kingdom. And because I used to have only these two pickaxes, and it was a hassle to always get up, go to Orefield, use the skeleton spawner to, mend my tools, come back, continue digging for half an hour, and then come back here. It was just not viable in the long run. So I built this Toolsmith's Guild that has villagers for every possible enchantment you could want for your tools. I accidentally hit one of them with an axe once. I don't know if they... Yeah, they like me again, that's okay. So we have like Unbreaking 3, we have Efficiency 5, we have Mending, Silk Touch, and Fortune. That's basically that. And already a couple of books in here. Yeah. That's all of them. That's the books I used in order to lock the trades. And yeah, I thought, for the importance tools have for me at the moment in this place, I think, proper guild building would just be the perfect thing to do. So I designed that in creative and got to building it here in, there's my tools, got to building it here in survival, which took me, a part of 10 hours to do, roughly. Just a rough estimate. We'll eventually have an enchanting setup there. We'll have eventually more villages in here. Villages like toolsmiths. Are they called toolsmiths? I don't know. That will sell you, all their nice enchanted diamond tools that you can then turn into netherite and then, create them as you want. Lots of books, because enchanters would want books. There we can go to the enchantment area that is not finished yet. Yeah, that's this place here. Oop. And then we can go up here. This is where the guild's people will sleep. We have a nice kind of balcony here where we can look onto the settlement here on the Goldstream River. Don't know what that's gonna be. I don't know. And here the main tower, which I'm quite proud of. And yeah, just this very nice dome. You'll see this kind of dome, you know, it's basically just a half sphere where just put a layer in between. You'll notice that that's that's symmetrical. Okay, I was getting worried there. You'll find that kind of design is kind of common in my world. There's another building that has this kind of design with this half sphere as a dome with a gap in it. And there is another building that hasn't even, that I haven't even started on yet. That's going to be the main storage building that has a similar dome feature. Yeah, so that's the Toolsmiths Guild. Very important people, very important for my Dwarvish Kingdom and everything, you know, as you can see over there, I'm in the process of building up a mountain. Yeah. Don't know if that was a smart idea. Come on, sleep. 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 Please. Now. Now. Yes. I don't know if that was a smart idea to put a mountain there, but I really felt like it, and I haven't continued on it for a while, but, you know, I can wait. I'm not in a rush at all. This world hopefully will last for a couple more years. With a farmer's building here, we have a roof tiler, another farmer, you know, lots of people being farmers. This is a watchtower. Ah, shoot. This also is not 100% my design. I got inspired by someone else's design for an elvish watchtower. I'll see also if I can find their video or their website or whatever I used to link it in the description. I hope I didn't forget that. But yeah, this watchtower is very nice. On the top of it, you just have a spyglass and a horn. And I will put a bow and an arrow at some point in there as well. Yeah, it's very nice if you want to see everything going on around here. Maybe at the end of the episode, we'll just finish this on top of that tower over there. We have a couple of sniffers here who just dug out some. Hey, where is the thing? Don't tell me that it despawned. Yeah. Despawned. I was very stupid. I wanted to build a collection system. Where's the entrance? I don't know. I built a collection system underneath with a, you know, just a hopper mine cart running along. I built it one block too low, and I didn't feel like doing it all over again. We come back to the main road. This is just my villager breeder for the moment, as you can see. Just a normal house with villagers inside. The thing here is my mud farm, because I want to use mud bricks. So what you do is you just put dirt here, turns it automatically into mud. The glass bottles get recycled and it will push it all out onto this platform, and I could just go in with my shovel and collect everything. That also is not my design, that's Nuvola again. You know, link to the channel down in the description. But yeah, let's continue a little bit. We just have a little bit of a market square here. Not much at the moment going on, and it's just really for me, you know, earning some emeralds with villagers, selling them wheat or whatever else I have collected in this area. So, not much going on. We have a little fishing hut over there. And we have to, you know, go around the long way in order to get there. Just a little, you know, rabbit or cage. But yeah, if you want to go to the fishing hut, to the fisherman's hut, we have to go through the fields. And here we can just, you know, I should put doors here actually. No, I don't have doors. And I found perfect fishing rod. No, that's a lie. I didn't find that. I made it out of several that I found, you know, like here, mending and unbreaking. Oh, that's actually pretty amazing. Mending, unbreaking, I could, you know, and some of them have had like lore 2, and I combined that to lore 3, and so on. With all the things that I collected. And there are a couple of books already here. What is on this one? Riptide and Bane of Arthropods. Fusing and Punch. Well, yeah. Some of them are really not that useful. There's also still an interior missing here, but you have a very nice view on the river. Very nice view on the other side of the river. And maybe you even have somewhat of a view here on top. Ah! Yeah, perfect. Oh, look how that looks. That's just very nice. And on this side as well. Yeah. The view out of some of these windows is just phenomenal. Would love to live here. So, now we come to a place that is my house at the moment, which doesn't mean that it has a better interior at all. I'm really lazy with interiors, and I just basically live on the fields and meadows. Yeah, if anything comes closest to player home, that would be it. Goldstream Manor. Yeah, still pretty bare bones in here. You see just random sugar boxes laying around. This is my crafting area in case I need to craft something. Anvils there, storage everywhere here. And this is where I store all the stuff that I gather from nether trips and other, you know, things. Yeah. Ah, 13 emeralds. Nice. Oh, and 2 gold ingots. Not bad. We also have a little bit of a treasure cove, or whatever you want to call it here. Not much yet. This just goes down to a zombie spawner. This is supposed to be the kitchen one day, kind of a kitchen area. Nothing finished here yet. So let's see. This one is kind of my trophy room. Although, you know, not a lot of these are actually trophies. I have my shields here. I have my elytra wings here. I have a couple of templates here and so on. The chest, barrels with... Oh, they are the other ones. Good, good, good. And on the other side, we have the library, yes. With a little bird that's parsley. You can't really see it through the trapdoors. Very nice bird. But apart from that, nothing much. We have a little bit of music going on here, so you could do that. And oh, I forgot to show you this side. This is just my bedroom, which is also still very bare bones. A fireplace without, oops, without, you know, any risk of the building burning down, because as you see, everything's wood. Nice fireplace, and just can sleep in here, which is very nice. saved the game. That's very nice. Thank you. Okay, and that's basically all I have to say about the Goldstream Valley. We'll just quickly head down to the Dwarvish Kingdom, and then we'll end this episode on the watchtower over there. So let me just quickly show you. Hello. Don't you dare trampling my crops. I hate that. Sorry. I usually don't kill these, because I hate it when other people do it in their Minecraft videos. But I really can't stand people trampling my crops. That's like... Okay, good, he leaves. This is Versailles. The beginnings of a Dwarvish kingdom with a very convenient drop chute here. And you saw that last video actually, very briefly, when coming out of the railway. So this over there is going to be the throne room. The throne room is conceptually very nice. The throne itself will sit in this geode that I excavated. There will be the throne inside. And this is just going to be, you know, a great hall that is going to feature many things, which exactly I don't know yet, but, you know, it's been a pain to, you know, dig out all of this deep slate here, because even, just look at it, even with, you know, efficiency 5 and haste 2, this still will take many hours to complete. So yeah, that's that. The entrance to the throne room itself will be in this direction. What is open here right now will eventually be closed, so that you can't get through the back stages of the throne room, basically, just by, you know, using that drop chute. So how I envision it, you will drop out here and then drop down here, and then you can, you know, go this direction and go this direction and a couple of other directions, but you won't have direct access to the throne room. There will be a wall here. Yeah, we have a little bit of storage here. A little bit of storage. And I finally, since the last time I recorded a video, I built a pathway down to the subway that I built. So no more, you know, awkwardly trying to scale the walls. No, we now have a very nice walkway where we can go to down to the subway system, which I didn't finish it, but I completed one line. Didn't, you know, decorate any of the walls. I mean, that's like, you know, 6,500 blocks. Didn't decorate any of the walls, and I just finished one line, and it took me like 3 stacks of iron blocks, I think, if I remember quickly, if I remember correctly. But yeah, this is now done. You can actually, you know, go straight to, let me show you the map. You can go straight to Aylesbury from here. That's like, you know, 6,500 blocks, roughly. And I also rode this track once, and it turns out it takes 13 minutes and 5 seconds to complete the entire run. Okay, so I think that completes it at this point. I'll finish the video here. I'll just, you know, catch you quickly outside on the watchtower. Okay, and here we are on top of the watchtower. And I'll just give you this view of the Toolsmith's Guild and the smithy next to it. There's another blacksmith, by the way. Stables down there. The 3 buildings, farmer, roof tiler, farmer. This is the mud farm, this is the villager breeder, and down here we have the marketplace and the villager and the snifflers. There the mountain that I'm building up with As you can see, a lot of storage over there. This is all storage, because this is all going to be dug out eventually. There we have Goldstream Manor, Fisherman's Hut, Mill 1, Mill 2, Mill 3, Mill 4 is somewhere there in the distance, and yeah. I hope you really liked this episode. With that, I have actually shown you everything that is worth showing. There are a couple of farms, you know, I have a raid farm, but that isn't pretty. I have a couple of things in the nether, but those are mostly farms as well. Yeah, and next episode, maybe if my brother gives his permission, I will show his side, his kingdom, his builds so far. And if not, you can expect me to show you a video of me just playing in this world, and from this point onward we can tackle a couple of projects together. So thank you so much for watching, see you next time, goodbye.